Morning. We are back with the report for the US markets, the US dollar, Bitcoin, oil, and gold. Uh, so, rough afternoon, rough evening, and uncertain morning for the markets. Like Shakespeare once said, it was the best of times and it was the worst of times. The markets got the rate cut that they wanted, they were primed for it, and they got it. But it came with a caveat that there may not be another rate cut in December, which spooked the markets and the markets dropped. Half hour later, the tech sector came back with its earnings. Earnings were better than expectations. The share price of Meta dropped. The share price of Google went up. Share price of Microsoft dropped simply because they had said that they may have more capital expenditure in the next year because of their investments in AI. So again, it was good news and bad news, and the markets did not know what to do with it. And therefore, the markets were spooked even further. This morning, early hours of the morning, this was in the middle of the night in London, around 1 a.m. London time, and around 9 a.m. South Korea time. Donald Trump had a meeting with Xi Jinping. The details of the deal which has been reached are not available yet. They'll come out through the day today. However, the meeting ended with China relaxing its rare earth curbs as well as agreeing to buying US soybean, and the US in turn agreeing to reduce the tariff on China. But the details are still sketchy, so the market still doesn't know whether to celebrate that or be upset about it. So, on the whole, the market does not know where to go with it. The futures have stalled, the rally has stopped, markets are in a holding pattern. But yes, there has been a bit of a dip. All markets have dived. The drop has been about 0.5% in all three US markets. uh, I think that the markets always have this knee jerk reaction to whatever the Fed decides, and they tend to get spooked. And it takes a day or two for the markets to come round. As far as no rate cut in December is concerned, that is always the case. Whenever there is a meeting of the Federal Reserve, Jay Powell comes out and talks down any expectations of any further rate cuts. That's what he's supposed to do. Otherwise, if he kept talking about future rate cuts, he would never be able to control inflation. And obviously, he's data dependent, so he can never say that a rate cut will happen or will not happen. Like he said, a rate cut in December is not a foregone conclusion. So therefore, a rate cut is never a done deal. It only becomes a done deal closer to the meeting. So the market will come around to this idea, and I think today the markets may dip a bit more. I expect a bit of a dip in the market, maybe another 0.1 to 0.2% at most, if that. But after that, I think the markets will turn around. The dip will be bought. With the markets, Bitcoin has dipped as well, which was what was expected. Oil prices are staying steady. Gold prices have come down. Gold did rally for a bit, came down, rallied a bit more. It's hovering just under the 4,000 mark. The US dollar did gain against the euro, but again back down to where it was before the Fed cut. And it was expected that the dollar would take a hit with a rate cut. So that was what was expected. So on the whole, markets are in a holding pattern. Bitcoin is in a holding pattern. Both of these have had a hit, and I think they will perhaps dip a bit more, but then they will turn around. So my suggestion is that if you've been short on the markets until now, that's fine, but I think stop being short and go long. The markets will rally either later today or tomorrow. They will come with a close. So, uh, and as the trade deal, the details of that start to come through, the markets will be encouraged by that. So, at this point in time, I would say stay long on the markets, stay long on Bitcoin, go short on gold, go short on the US dollar, and stay clear of the of oil. I don't think it's going to have any movement right now. That is my prediction for all of these at this point.